Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. At the Lighthouse, I'm telling you, it's so much going on at the Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is a very, very busy place. And it just so happened that I'm not waking up in time, honey. Since I've been retired, I'm not waking up in time and I can't fix this phone. My daughter is tired of giving me iPhone lessons. I can't fix the phone where it would actually ring and wake me up. And I'm not hearing when someone calls me because it only rings so long and then it stopped calling. But I can't fix the phone where it wakes me up. Now that's one thing I always had to do. I'm a morning person, but I always had to have an alarm clock to wake me up. There have been times I've overslept going to work and went into work late because I overslept. But see, I'm such a good driver, that they just overlooked that. I really tried to make that not a habit because see, us as drivers are dependable. And some jobs you can do that, and some jobs you can't do that. See what I'm saying? I'm at the Lighthouse, honey. Now just think, me trying to broadcast here at the Lighthouse every day. And I got to deal with that and listen to that. There is no peace here at the Lighthouse. Even in my room, honey, I don't even own a TV. We don't own a TV here. My daughter don't even have one. She let the cat tear it up, and she said she want another one. And so what's gonna prevent the cat from tearing that up? Cause he want attention. Anyway, I'm telling you, the neighbors next door, you can hear that TV from my room, and thank God I'm used to falling asleep to the TV. I can hear every word the TV say. That's just how it is. But I'm so used to falling asleep to a TV constantly, because I used to have one. And honey, TV played 24/7. The TV never went off. Thankfully, these people do turn theirs off, when they leave. But when they here, honey, and they're always here. I'm telling you, it's a spiritual warfare all around here. And we'll get into that later on. Honey, I can tell you some stories, some gossip you wouldn't believe that's going on, honey. But God is in it. That's why I'm winning it. Honey, I'm winning. I'm going to keep on sowing on to my breakthrough. I'm going to keep on growing on no matter what come around me because it's going to come up. It's going to try to stop me just like right now when that whatever that was went down the road, and I got to keep growing on, honey. I can't let nothing stop me. What if I sit back and let everything stop me? Oh, I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because they mowing. I can't do it because this. I can't do it because of insects. I got to keep growing, honey. What I will do, though, is try because I get so passionate and excited about what I'm doing. I talk very fast. I will try to slow down. I noticed that about myself. I talk fast and I stutter. So I will try to slow down and maybe that'll help with the stuttering. What you think? Sound like a plan to me, kings and queens. Let's keep on with the dream. So if we coming upon a year of growth, we coming upon a year and whatever distractions you hear in the background, we're not going to be attracted to the distraction. We're going to keep on with the flow of God. See, we got a movement growing here and we got to keep on growing here. We got to keep rising like the great big tide. We can't let nothing hold us back. Can't let nothing take our joy. I will tell you this, earlier, Nosy out there, Kyla, the cat, the siren went by. And usually when the siren go by, any loud noise, and I'm standing there, he got to put on a show for me and run in the window and look and see. So, but this time he just laid on the floor. I turned and looked at him. He just looked at me like I'm not getting up, and he didn't run out and look out the window when the siren went by. And that siren went for a while too. And he just looked at me and he didn't get up because he knew I was going to start laughing. So he just laid there. He wasn't feeling it today. So Kyla pretty much done left me alone, and we growing on over here. We growing. He ain't too much on attention because what he will do is come and fall at your feet, want you to pet him. I never thought I'd be a cat person. I ain't never owned a cat in my life, but I love this cat. This cat is special. We coming upon a year of growth, a year, honey, and I remember Last year this time, a series of events began to happen with Breonna Taylor and with Jacob Blake. You know, when I saw what happened to Jacob Blake on August the 23rd, something stirred in me. I felt those bullets as they went in. I just felt them, you know, and it made me, instead of fall, it made me rise up. It made me get up. It made me grab the phone, you know, anything that I could record on and get my voice heard to get it out to the people. And then, you know, another catastrophe happened that knocked me to my knees. This knocked me to my knees. I was ready to go. But when the king, Chadwick Boseman, died, honey, that took something out of me. It really did. You know, here we are, a legend, you know, a warrior. Come to find out he was a true warrior in the end because he didn't let cancer take him. He took cancer and he fought it to the end till he couldn't take it no more. And then he transitioned and he's with God. When he died, unbeknownst to me, you know, what I know now, when he passed, it hurt me so bad. You know, I was gripped in pain, crying. I didn't even know how I was gonna tell my grandson. How was the children? You know, here someone they can really look up to, you know, someone eye color, you know, they can look up to, you know, look at this screen. You know, a great, big, beautiful display of African royalty we ain't never seen. You know, on the scene. I mean, look at them. I didn't even want to leave the theater. I wanted them to play it again. Let me go use the bathroom. Play it again. I want to see it again. You know, beautiful. I haven't seen it anymore since he passed. I know that, you know, there's another king that's gonna step up, you know, but he's a legend. And we got to remember, yes, he was a legend. He fought to the end. Let's look at his life as an example and use his life as an example. Let us keep fighting on until the end. Let us not give up. See, because he still took the hits. You know, he was still doing the stunts. He was still doing different things. He was in pain. You know, they thought he was being fawned over and petted over, but come to find out, you know, he was being helped. He was being lifted. They were trying to comfort him, you know, trying to tell him to hold on, keep growing on. You know, but they think he's being petted on. You know, so we can use his life as an example to carry on. And last year, when I started crying and broke down, you know, in comes the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. Because see, I mean, I'm telling you, I was getting it from all ends. You heard me? The haunted house all around me. Then my husband there, you know, the demon acting up within him, you know, and the things I was going through then, honey. But then, you know, we got the blessing. We got the truck. And I wanted personalized license plate. It's just a used truck. You know, it was a nice truck. You know, and I wanted personalized license plates, but I knew not to ask. But they came anyway. Beautiful. They couldn't have been no better if I'd have personalized them myself. Beautiful personalized license plates. And I went out there, you know, he used to just take it and throw trash all in it. And God said, take care of the small things. I'll bless you with the great things. I was so grateful to have that truck. And he just take it and throw trash, eat and throw trash every time I try to clean it up. So one day I'm sitting out there and I'm out there and I decide to clean it up again. All the trash he threw all around. So I'm cleaning the truck up and he comes along and he's sitting out there as I'm cleaning it up, looking at me with a scowl on his face. And the song was playing, Change, Paradise. If you touch me with your smile, I'll take you to paradise. And trust me, and it'll be worth your while. Come, go with me to paradise. And it's such a beautiful song. Listen to the lyrics, you know, read the lyrics. And it's such a beautiful song. And I was just thinking on the Lord, you know, thinking on Luther Vandross, who blessed us with such beautiful music. Him as a legend. You know, and think about going to paradise, how I want to live right, how I don't want to get left. You know, I want to get right. I want to be right. Even for a while, I even played that song, Be Right, Be Right. I just want to be right. I do. Sometimes I have to play it. I just want to be right. Keith Wonderboy Johnson. I just want to be right. Anyway, so he was sitting out there with a scowl on his face, and I cleaned it up, listening to that song. And I just felt something happening, a stirring that day. Just felt God move. I knew God was moving, and God was pushing me toward the podcast. But any opportunity that the narcissist had, Brian Hunt, the narcissist had, he would steal my joy. I had a big smile on my face listening to the song, cleaning up the car, making it look beautiful again, and he's sitting there scowling. Then he started going through his phone, and he looked, because he'd always asked me to apply for jobs that he didn't want, just to give me something to do, keep me, now I know why, to keep me busy. He would put me up to apply for the job, and in the end, he may go to the interview. But if they offer him the job, he would never take it. It was just to get, just to bug me, just something for me to do. But so then that's what he did. He said, he called me over there, come here, and go apply for this job for me. I want this job. Go apply for this. So he stopped me from doing the work of the Lord, cleaning up the truck, meditating to God, to go over here on some foolishness. See, that's what a person would do if you allow them to. They will steal your joy. Evil will take away from you and chip away from you. And when he did that, I took the phone and I went in there and cried. He had took my joy. I allowed him to. I allowed him to take my joy. See, what I should have done is just, told him, no, son, I'm going to keep on doing the work of the Lord over here on the path of righteousness. I'm going to keep trying to grow in God for a better way. See, that's why we're not here today. Love drives out hate. Drove him right on up out of there, honey. He couldn't take it no more. He asked me to turn my back on God and grow. No, never. I'm going to grow until the day I die. Listen here. A king said, every child, every encounter with a child is a divine appointment. It really is. Every child, every encounter with a child is a divine appointment. So we are to shine that light towards that divine appointment and help that divine appointment to grow us as role models, us, not only to children, but to people as well, us each day. We're going to take the water from the well and we're going to help it to grow. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take the water from the well, the rain we got from side with these divine appointments, with these children, and we're going to grow them up in God. Grow them up the right way. Teach a child the right way so he shall not depart. That's how I knew from God from the start. God is in the heart. That's what God is, down in the root, down in the heart. When you truly seek God, God is there in the heart. Look, you ain't got to run the church. God is already there in the heart. Looking for a church home. Listen to this, honey. I used to love to read the Yellow Pages. I love the Yellow Pages. The phone book, honey, give me a phone book. You ain't gonna see me probably for about an hour. I used to love to read the phone book, but look in there, and I look up all these churches. Trying to find a church, trying to find God. Looking there, where God, looking up God. I look up God, G-O-D, in the Yellow Page. I look up God, find churches, looking for a church home. Never knew then until I really got grown. See, I'm grown now. I wasn't grown then. I'm grown now. Now I know God is in the heart. God is there from the start, always have been, never left there, always been in. God is in the heart. So what you do, love, pray it forward. Pray the love forward each and every day for a better way. Pray the love forward to these divine appointments that we have. Teach them, show them as role models how to grow up for a better way, how to rise up. See, look here, let me tell you something. The music, it ain't about The music, it ain't about killing one another. It's about driving the evil and the hate out and making the world great. That's what the music is. That the other part of it is just noise and the spiritual warfare. That we don't want to focus on over there. We want to focus on the solution. We really truly do. So let's focus on the solution and let's grow. Let's rise. Let's stop focusing on the oppression of the TV. Let's stop looking at there and driving it to you near anxiety. Let's turn around over here and focus it on the Lord. Let's focus on God. Let's focus on what God got us doing, growing. Let's not turn back over here and see what these grown folks doing. Talk about these grown folks. Grab them up, link up, lock up, turn over here, and let's grow in God. Let's rise up like the great big tide. Here we grow again. That tide get wider and wider. Forgive me, my friend. That tide get wider and wider, and we keep on growing. We keep on striving. We're going to rise up. We are warriors. We are mountains. All that old stuff going to slough off. All that old stuff going to slough off. There go the siren, honey, but here come God. God got the water hose. God getting ready to put out the spiritual warfare that's all over there. Here come God. We got the sign. I'm sprinkling it all over. Thank you, Puerto Rico. We growing on for your breakthrough too. We gonna take you on. Here we grow. We growing on. Here we got Luxembourg. We headed on 53, 54, 55, growing worldwide. We're going to keep on growing in God, honey. Don't break my stride. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. Nobody going to hold me down. Oh, no. I got to keep on moving. You hear me? I got to keep on growing. Ain't nothing going to break my stride, honey. No sirens or nothing. No kitty cat or nothing. Nobody. I don't know. No dog, cat, nobody. This, that, anything. Spiritual warfare, anything you bring. I got the defense, honey. I'm in it to win it. I got God. I got God on offense, on defense, on your fence, on my fence. God is all around everywhere. You hear me? All around me. So look here. I got they talk about the whole armor of God. Okay. I got the whole armor of God all around every which way. There you go. So that's how I step out, honey. I meditate to the Lord. Why I used to keep the tracker on him. Where he tried to be the Lord in my life, honey. God was always first. He tried to take that joy away from me, but God was always first. And God said a series of events that happened to me so that I could start growing from a haunted house to you to help you reach your breakthrough. Because I got mine. I got grow in you. And I thank God for you. As the evil is all around, the spiritual warfare is everywhere. The oppression is amongst us. We are growing. We are rising stronger together. Different worlds, different skin, one love, one God who created us. So here we grow in God. Let's link up, lock up. We're doing it virtually all around the world. Here we grow. We growing up in God, kings and queens. Be strong. Hold on. Don't give up. Look back, but don't go back. Glance back and remember where you came from so you know where you're growing. Keep growing in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Don't let nothing take your stride. Don't let nothing hold you down. Oh no, you got to keep on growing. You got to keep on moving. Don't stop moving. Don't stop growing. But just keep on the path of righteousness and don't be so quick to change lanes. Slow your roll. I love you, kings and queens. Let's rise.